Rockford's home for Classic Rock, 96.7 The Eagle. Good morning, I'm Double T. I'm talking to Doug Logan. He's the former general manager. He was the very first general manager of the BMO Harris Center / Rockford Metro Center, celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. Why orange? Why was the building made orange?
I make a joke about the fact that before I moved to Rockford, I asked a friend of mine in New York who had been to Rockford, what's this Rockford, Illinois like? He said to me something which has stuck with me for all my life. He says, it's like Des Moines without the frills. I said, Rockford had this self-described image of itself as being drab and boring and very vanilla. One of the things I was insisted upon doing was saying, okay, we're going to make a statement, and we're going to make the splashiest statement we possibly can. Not only with the events that we're going to have, the people that we're going to bring in here, but also with the architecture itself. Ultimately, the architect showed me this orange color, and I said, that's it. That's what we're going to do. So it's going to stand out. And, you fly over Rockford, and you take a look at the city, and you can't take your eyes off of that big orange monster.
Doug Logan, he was the very first general manager of the Rockford Metro Center / BMO Harris Bank Center, celebrating their 40th anniversary. And of course, Cheap Trick, legendary rock band from Rockford. What was it like working with them and having them play the building?
Well, Rick and Robin and the boys ultimately became great friends. I still stay in touch with Rick from time to time. It's nice to have a home team. They were the first rock band to play the building, the third and fourth nights after we were open, I think February 3rd and 4th. Great people to work with. I had a pretty good relationship with their manager, Kenny Adamani. They've been good for the city. The city's been good for them. And the fact that Rick has stayed loyal to the city is a real tribute. He's a fine man, great father, supreme musician, and a really good guy.
I'm talking to Doug Logan. He's the former general manager. He was the very first general manager of the BMO Harris Bank Center. Is there any moment that may have stood out to you?
If I wasn't a music fan, I probably wouldn't have done as good a job. Music has been an important part of my life, all my life, and continues to this day. I consume an awful lot of music right now. Had I not been a fan of the music, and there were a lot of very emotional moments, I can remember booking the Doobie Brothers in there, and when they started playing the first chords of Long Train Running, I just started to cry. I said, I've listened to that song for years, and it's been important to me. I've had a lot of very emotional moments, and it was really much more than a job. It was a work of the heart. The community was great. I love it to pieces, and I love the people. And it was one of those ideal situations where I think I was the right guy at the right time at the right place. And Rockford was the right city, and the Metro Center was the right project for me.
Well, Doug, I really appreciate you taking the time. It was an honor for me to talk to you. Like I told you earlier, I've heard so many great stories about you and about what you did down at the Metro Center in the beginning. And we have to thank you as a community for everything you did for us. And I look forward to talking to you again sometime in the future and hearing some more stories.
Great. Well, the thanks is mine, too. Rockford did a lot for me, and I will always be grateful for it.
That was Doug Logan. He was the very first general manager of the Rockford Metro Center / BMO Harris Bank Center, celebrating their 40th anniversary. It's Rockford's home for Classic Rock, 96.7 The Eagle.